and electromagnetic force production. So we will start with, we have seen the magnetic circuit in first unit, and the student of Jahanabad, Arwal, and Aurangabad are also here.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I will go through a brief revision of the previous topic so that you will be able to recall your memory about magnetic circuit, and then we will proceed further about how the magnetic energy is stored. Okay. So now, as far as magnetic circuit is concerned, see, magnetic circuit. It was your first unit of this, or first module of this course, that is electrical machine one. So magnetic circuit, हाँ, गौतम कुछ वाइब्रेशंस आ रहे हैं क्या फैन के किसी भी चीज के, या am I audible 100%? There is no any kind of noise. Please tell.
No, sir. No noise.
Okay, fine. Just I'm going about the so magnetic circuit. Now magnetic circuit is having three kind of terms. Just like electrical circuit, we have a magnetic circuit. In electrical circuit, if we go for electrical circuit, a simple electrical circuit consists of a voltage source, and there will be a resistance, and when you complete the circuit, you will find that the current is flowing. Okay? A current is flowing. So these three are the parameters of the electrical circuit: voltage, current, and resistance. Now voltage, which is also known as EMF, it means that it is electromotive force. It provides the energy for the electrons to move. That is the function of electromotive force. It is a driving energy, or it drives the electrons to flow in the circuit. When the electrons will flow, then it will constitute the flow of current. So until and unless there is an electromotive force, the current will not flow. Now, third parameter is the resistance. It is the property of the material. I may be quick because already I have done these things. Already this has been studied in the class. It is only a quick revision for the students of other three engineering colleges. So I am quick. Otherwise, we will not be able to complete the syllabus on time. So resistance is the property of material by virtue of which it resists the flow of current. See? So voltage or electromotive force is the driving force behind the flow of electrons. Now the flow of electrons constitutes the current, and resistance is the property of the medium or the path by virtue of which it resists the flow of current. Similarly, when we will talk about a magnetic circuit, now how the magnetic circuit will have that we have to see. In magnetic circuit also we will find three parameters. Okay? A magnetic circuit consists of a MMF, flux, and reluctance. Now we have to see the function and the role of three parameters. What is MMF, what is flux, and what is reluctance. Now magnetic circuit or magnetic property or magnetism will be exhibited only by a coil in which a current is flowing. Okay? A coil in which a current is flowing. So by the virtue of Biot-Savart law, what I am writing is clear to you all? उस साइड में दिख रहा है बोर्ड? Please tell.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
सर का क्लास पे नहीं।
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है। See, we know two kind of law of magnetism. First one is first one is first one is Ampere circuital law. ठीक है, एम्पियर सर्किट, ये दिख रहा है ना? What I have written in the red ink is it visible to you all?
Yes,
नो
sir.
सर।
No, sir.
When somebody is saying Ampere circuital law, it is visible or not?
सर पूरा नहीं दिख रहा है।
ब्लड दिख रहा है
सर।
अच्छा, ठीक है। नहीं नहीं, जितना में इतना दूर का बाउंड्री दिख रहा है कि नहीं? व्हाट आई एम ड्राइंग द आउटलाइन इतने दूर का बाउंड्री दिख रहा है?
लेफ्ट साइड का नहीं दिख रहा है सर।
सर सर्किटल
यस सर, लेफ्ट साइड का नहीं दिख रहा।
नाउ टेल मी।
लेफ्ट साइड का नहीं दिख रहा है सर।
सर सिर्फ सर्किटल वो जो लिखा है सिर्फ सर्किटल दिख रहा है और आगे वाला नहीं दिख रहा है।
सर्किटल, अच्छा अच्छा, एक मिनट रुक जाओ, तो फिर एक मिनट रुक जाओ। आप देखो तो, नाउ सी।
नो सर।
नो सर। नो सर।
नाउ यू सी। अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा है? अब तो
No,
दिख
sir.
रहा होगा।
सर मैग्नेटिक का एम नहीं दिख रहा है बाकी।
अब नाउ सी, अब ये वाला पोर्शन दिख रहा है?
ये ब्लर है।
ब्लड में बी देयर, बट दिख रहा है ना?
यस सर।
यस
यस
सर।
सर।
चलो, so it's Ampere circuital law, and then Ampere circuital law says that whenever current is flowing through a wire, or you can say that a wire carrying a current will constitute a magnetic field in space. ठीक है? So Ampere circuital law says that a wire carrying a wire carrying a current will constitute a magnetic field in space, or in its surrounding space, in its surrounding space, in its surrounding space. मतलब a wire carrying a current will constitute a magnetic field in its surrounding space. तो कोई भी वायर, ये नोट हो गया? Have you noted it down? This is Ampere circuital law.
सर बहुत ब्लड आ रहा है, दिख ही नहीं रहा कुछ।
स्पीक बोल
मेरी
दीजिए।
आवाज से नहीं दे रही है ना?
आवाज नहीं दे रहा सर। यस सर।
यस सर, अब साउंड आ रहा है। यस सर।
So you just note it down. I will be very very slow. You note it down that a wire carrying a current will constitute a magnetic field in space surrounding it. In space surrounding it. So the source of magnetic field is a current carrying conductor or current carrying wire. So what is the source of magnetic field?
करंट।
The source of magnetic field is a current carrying conductor, not only current, a current carrying conductor. The source of magnetic field is a current carrying conductor. I am writing it down. The source of magnetic field. Okay. Now I am writing in a big letter so that it will be visible to you. So it will be visible to you. Please say yes or no. Okay. Now I am writing it. Source of of magnetic field. अब दिख रहा है आप लोग को? Now what is the source of a magnetic field? अब now Hashing will be visible to you.
current conductor.
नहीं ना, हाँ ठीक है, ये दिख रहा है कि नहीं ये बताओ. Source of magnetic field. It's a current carrying conductor. ठीक है? The source of magnetic field in an electrical circuit is a current carrying conductor. Whenever you will see that, whenever you will find or you will see that, now see that this is a conductor. It is carrying a current, take I. So what will happen? What it will become? It will become a source of magnetic field. It will become a source of
Magnetic field.
magnetic field. So any conductor carrying current is a source of magnetic field. Any conductor carrying current is a source of magnetic field. So this is the basic idea of Ampere's circuital law, of Biot-Savart law. This is the basic idea of Biot-Savart law, that any conductor carrying current is a source of magnetic field. Is a source of magnetic field. This is what Biot-Savart has given. So Biot-Savart law is like this. Okay? So any conductor carrying current is a source of magnetic field. Now once it is a source of magnetic field, then we will come to define what is MMF, what is flux, and what is reluctance. Okay? So for that we will see the next diagram. अब तक क्लियर है सारा चीज?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now we will come to see the next thing. How we can analyze the magnetic circuit. Suppose that we have the a core like this. ठीक है? और on which there is a coil. On which there is a coil. ठीक है? We have a core like this on which there is a coil. Now this coil is energized by a current I. Now this coil is energized by a current I. Now since this conductor which is wrapped on a core is carrying a current I, since this is a conductor and it is carrying a current I, this conductor will become a source of magnetic field. Here, this conductor will become a source of,
Magnetic
tell
field.
me, magnetic field. Now, magnetic field matlab this current carrying conductor will become a source of magnetic field. Yeah, this is a current carrying conductor. 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 Now it will behave as a source of magnetic field. Now how it will behave? It will behave as a source of magnetic field. So this is a source of magnetic field. This is a source of magnetic field. Source of magnetic field. This is a source of magnetic field. Now this is a source of magnetic field. Now the magnetic field will be created. Where it will be created? It will be created in the space surrounding this conductor. In the space surrounding this conductor. So the magnetic field will be created in the space surrounding this conductor. And once the magnetic field will be created, So there will be lines of flux flowing through this magnetic field. There will be lines of flux originating or flowing from this magnetic field. So these are the flux lines. 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 So flux, source of magnetic field means the flux lines will be created, magnetic flux lines will be created, and it will originate from the current carrying conductor into the neighboring space, So whenever a current carrying conductor is there, it will behave as a source of magnetic field, and from it the magnetic flux lines will be flowing in the neighboring space or in its neighborhood. Okay? So here also the same thing will happen. So once the coil is energized or it is carrying a current, so it will behave as a source of magnetic field, and from it the magnetic flux lines will originate and it will flow in the neighboring space. Now see here. Suppose that this current carrying conductor is placed in a free space and it is carrying a current I. So this current I will be flowing through each and every turn of the coil. Now this current carrying conductor will behave as a magnetic field, and the flux lines will originate in this manner. Flux lines will be originating in this manner. And this flux line will be flowing in the neighboring space of the current carrying conductor. This flux lines will be flowing in the neighboring space nearby the current carrying conductor. And these flux lines will flow through the medium surrounding the conductor. Now you see here, in this case, what we have drawn here. There is a coil wound on this core. It is energized by a current, so this current is flowing through each and every turn of the coil. Now it will behave as a source of magnetic field. So flux lines will originate, and it will try to flow in the neighboring space. Now the neighboring space surrounding this coil or conductor is this core. Okay? This core is a neighboring space, and second neighboring space is this air. So air, and first neighboring space is
Conductor.
this core, not conductor, core. Now, why I'm saying core? Because we have studied in first year the functioning and the working of the transformer. You can relate it with the functioning and working of the transformer. Core is nothing but a medium, or you can rather say a ferromagnetic medium. A ferromagnetic medium. Now, why I am saying a ferromagnetic medium? Because, see, the flux requires a path to flow. Flux can flow in space as well as in any medium. Now, we are taking the example of ferromagnetic material because all the electrical machines, including transformers as well as rotating machines, all are made up of ferromagnetic material only because this kind of material will allow maximum flux to flow through it. It will allow the maximum flux to flow through it. So most of the flux that is produced here will be flowing through this medium. So I will show with the blue paint the direction and the path of flow of flux. This is the path of flow of flux. This is the path of flow of flux. So flux is originated there from this current carrying conductor, and it is flowing inside the core or inside the ferromagnetic medium. Ferromagnetic medium. Okay? Inside the ferromagnetic medium. Now, this medium will allow, this ferromagnetic medium will allow the maximum flux to pass through it. It means that it will least resist the flow of flux. Or we can say that a ferromagnetic material is a good conductor for the flow of flux. It will allow the flow of flux. So there are three terms which needs to be defined here. One term that we have seen, the flux. Now flux has been produced. How it has come into picture? It has come into picture only when this conductor is carrying a current. Now here we will define a term known as MMF. Here we will define a term known as MMF. MMF दिख रहा है आपको बोर्ड पे?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is MMF? See, just like electromotive force was the driving force for the flow of electrons. Whenever we applied a voltage source or EMF source, it supplied energy to electrons, which made the electrons to move easily or to conduct. Now, in similar fashion, MMF is the driving force behind the flow of flux. So MMF, its full form is magnetomotive force. Magnetomotive force. Now, mathematically, it is equals to number of turns of the coil. See this. This is one turn. This is second turn. This is third turn. Fourth turn. Likewise, N stands for number of turns of the coil carrying current, and I is the current flowing through each turn of the coil. So it is MMF, it is equals to, numerically it is equals to N into I. And unit is ampere turns. Okay? Ampere turns. So N into I, ampere turns. Okay, fine. Now, if we write a small I here, it means GC gaya. Students, can you describe what is this small I notation stands for? A small I notation stands for
AC current.
AC current.
AC current. AC current.
Stands for AC current. Now, if we have a DC current, then we have to write capital I notation or I in a big letter. Okay? If we have a DC current, then we have to write I like this. Okay? So it will depend on whether we are using a AC current or a DC current. But both kinds of current carrying conductor, either it consists of AC current or DC current, it will be a source of magnetic field. So suppose that this current carrying conductor is carrying a DC current I, then the MMF that is produced here is equal to number of turns of the coil or conductor into I, where I is the current which is flowing through each turn of the coil. Okay? So this is the MMF. This is the driving force for the magnetic circuit. Or you can say it is the magnetic voltage, analogous to electrical voltage. The function or the working of this is that this MMF created here will try to align the magnetic dipoles, will align the magnetic dipoles inside this material into a particular direction. So once the MMF is created along a medium or along a material, that material will exhibit magnetism because the random distribution of magnetic dipoles inside that material has now been aligned into a particular direction. Has now been aligned into a particular direction. See here, I will let you explain by drawing a diagram how MMF is the driving force for the flow of flux. See, let's suppose that we have a piece of iron. See, a conductor is placed. A conductor is placed in this fashion. Now this conductor is carrying a current I. So when I current is flowing through each turn of the coil or each turn of the conductor, then what will happen? A MMF will be created. MMF will be created. Now that MMF will be equal to N into I. Let's suppose it is a AC current. Or if we don't get confused, let's suppose we have a DC current. Let's suppose that we have a DC current. So Ni is the MMF. Ni is the MMF. Now previous to this, the material is like this. See, this material is like this. These are the magnetic dipoles which are randomly distributed. Okay? Which are randomly distributed. These are the magnetic dipoles. ये दिख रहा तुम लोग को?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These are magnetic dipoles. Magnetic dipoles. Now these are randomly distributed inside this inside this material. Now when a current carrying conductor is placed in this fashion around this material, the current flowing through this conductor and through n number of turns will create an MMF which is equal to n number of turns into I. I is the current flowing through each turn. Now on this current carrying conductor will create a magnetic field. See? Now how this magnetic field will be created? This magnetic field will be created as this current carrying conductor will provide energy to this magnetic dipole, and now they will align in a particular direction. See? The more the strength of current and the more the number of turns, the more the MMF, and the more the MMF, the alignment of the dipoles will be in a particular direction. See? They all will be aligned in a particular direction. Let's suppose we have enough strength, enough MMF. Very strong MMF is created here. Once a very strong MMF is created here, the magnetic dipoles will be aligned in a proper fashion in this manner. So they are aligned in a particular direction. Hence, this phase of the material will start behaving as north pole of the magnet, and this phase will start behaving as south pole of the magnet. Once it starts behaving just like as a permanent magnet, then from the north pole, the flux lines will originate in this fashion, and from the south pole, the flux line will terminate in this fashion. So in this manner, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed around a magnetic material, it will start behaving as a magnet. So whenever there is a current carrying conductor, it is a source of magnetic field in any circuit. Whenever there is a current carrying conductor, it is a source of magnetic field. So magnetic flux lines are flowing in the neighborhood of the material on which a current carrying conductor is placed. So from here we have learned that until and unless there is a current carrying conductor, there is no magnetism, there is no magnetic field. So you can have magnetic field through a permanent magnet. For as far as we are having we are analyzing the electrical circuit, we are studying the electrical engineering. So in electrical engineering, the source of magnetic field is a current carrying conductor. If the conductor is carrying a current, it is a source of magnetic field. And in this manner, its magnetic property is utilized in magnetizing other non-magnetic materials. Its magnetic property is utilized in magnetizing other non-magnetic materials. And this property is also utilized in all kind of electrical machines that we will study later on in our syllabus or curriculum. ठीक है? क्लियर? समझ में आ रहा है आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we have seen that a core is there on which a current carrying conductor is placed. It is carrying a current, so it will behave as a source of magnetic field. Magnetic field is produced, and the flux lines are originating from this north pole and this south pole, and it is flowing in this manner. Okay? It is originating from the north pole and it is terminating at the south pole. All magnetic field lines are closed field lines. Magnetic field lines are closed field lines. Magnetic field lines are closed field lines. Okay? इसको याद रखिएगा. That's why the magnet is having two poles, north pole and south pole, because magnetic field lines are closed lines. It originates from the north pole outside the magnet and terminates at south pole outside the magnet. And inside the magnet, the flux will flow from south pole to north pole. But outside the magnet, it will originate from north pole and it will end at or terminate at south pole. So in similar fashion, there is also this current carrying conductor will behave as a source of magnetic field. So flux will produce from the north pole and it will terminate at south pole after flowing through a closed line. And this core will provide a medium for the easy flow of flux. Just like in the electrical circuit, as we have seen in electrical circuit, that whenever the voltage is applied across the conductor, current flows through the conductor. Now, conductor provides easy path for the flow of current. There is a good conductor, there happens to be a bad conductor. A good conductor will allow easy flow of current, and a bad conductor will not allow that easy flow of current. In similar fashion, a core, when I say core, means that it is a ferromagnetic material. A ferromagnetic material will allow the easy flow of flux, because a ferromagnetic material or core or a ferromagnetic material will have what it will have? It will have less reluctance. It will have less reluctance. Now, reluctance is the property of the magnetic material or the magnetic circuit by which or by virtue of which it resists the flow of flux. Okay? So we have come to know about the three terms: MMF, flux, and reluctance. So MMF is what? It is the magnetic voltage which allows the flow of flux. And what is flux? It is the magnetic current. It is analogous to electrical current and it flows in the magnetic circuit. And what is reluctance? Reluctance is a property of the magnetic path by virtue of which it resists the flow of flux. Now, here are two mediums, air as well as core a ferromagnetic medium. Now, that flux which originates here can flow through air also, can also flow through this core. But maximum flux will be flowing through this core because core provides easy path for the flow of flux, and air has a very high reluctance. It does not provide an easy path for the flow of flux. Now, as we have studied in electrical circuit, that current will always flow through the least resistance path. So here also, the flux will always flow through the least reluctance path. है ना? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So once the flux is produced here, it will have two paths. One is air and the other is the core. Now, which path it will choose? It will choose the least reluctance path. It will choose the
Least reluctance path.
least reluctance path. The path which will offer less reluctance, and that is the core. So the entire flux that is produced here will flow through the core or ferromagnetic material. So MMF, I have defined you flux. Flux is analogous to electrical circuit. So right hand side I am writing electrical circuit on left hand side, and right hand side I am writing the magnetic circuit. Now here we have three quantities or parameters: voltage, common term, we know it by EMF. Then second is current, and then third is your resistance. In similar fashion, we can correlate it with magnet. में क्या आएगा? The voltage will be
MMF.
replaced with MMF. Flux will be replaced with current, and resistance is replaced with
Reluctance.
reluctance. Now, voltage MMF, it is equals to number of turns into I, and flux we represent it with phi, reluctance we represent it with RL. दिख रहा है आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
ठीक ठीक, चले अब आगे बढ़ा जाए. Okay, we should proceed.
Okay, sir.
Should I? Okay, thank you. इसको नोट कर लीजिए आप लोग. Otherwise, recording will be shared. You can note it from there also. है ना? Even if it is not visible, I think I am audible. I will also try to provide you the notes, but I have the lecture that I have taken today. The notes will also be provided, and it will also be uploaded on the VCS software. The only thing is that you just patiently and sincerely listen the lecture. You will understand each and everything. Now, so we got to establish the formula that flux is equals to MMF upon reluctance. Now, how this formula is established? In the same fashion as the electrical circuit, where current in electrical circuit, current is equals to voltage upon resistance. same fashion. The only limitation is that this magnetic circuit has to be linear. The only limitation is that this formula applies only to linear circuit. Only to linear circuit. Just like this Ohm's law, which is applied to linear electrical circuit. It means that the resistance does not vary with respect to temperature or pressure difference. ठीक है, Ohm's law हम कहते हैं ना कि current is proportional to the potential difference between 2 points given the condition of temperature and at a given condition of temperature and pressure. In similar fashion, this formula for magnetic circuit, which says that flux is equal to mmf upon reluctance, it is valid only when this magnetic circuit is linear. That is, the reluctance does not vary with the condition of temperature or pressure. This reluctance is constant. Until and unless the reluctance is constant, until and unless the magnetic circuit is linear, we cannot apply this formula. This is applicable to only linear magnetic circuit. Linear magnetic circuit means reluctance is not dependent on temperature or pressure or any other condition. At a given condition of temperature and pressure, the reluctance is constant. Then only we can apply this formula. Now, next thing is that, now see, we come to combine the electrical circuit and a magnetic circuit, because until and unless there is a current carrying conductor, we won't find the source of magnetic field in electrical circuit. So we say that electrical circuit is independent, but magnetic circuit is dependent on electrical circuit, because magnetic circuit will come into picture only when there is a current carrying conductor. So to establish a magnetic circuit, we have to take the help of electrical circuit. We have to be there a current carrying conductor. See? So now, let's suppose that this is a voltage across this 2 points, because a current is flowing. So for the flow of current, there has to be a voltage. Since these are AC quantities, I am writing in small. So this V, electrical voltage, is equal to I R plus, this is P. I will let you know later on. This is P and psi. You just note it on this formula first of all. You note it on this formula first of all. Where I must mention that P is a mathematical operator. P is a mathematical operator. Mathematical operator. Now tell me what is psi? Psi क्या है? ये क्या है? Will anybody will tell me what is psi? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
बताओ psi क्या है?
सर वेव फंक्शन.
नहीं, you must recall your basic electrical engineering. It is nothing. It is, whenever you study the transformer, you will come to know about this. This is nothing. It is known as flux linkage. Okay. Now, new students may not be knowing about this, but GC students will be knowing about this, that this flux phi is flowing through a number of turns. So this phi is equal to flux, but psi is equal to flux linkage. This is flux linkage. That is, it is equal to n number of turns into phi, or you can say total flux linkage, or you can say total flux linkage, or not only flux linkage but total flux linkage or net flux linkage, total flux linkage. So phi is flux, but psi is flux linkage or total flux linkage, and it is equals to n into phi. Now unit remains same. Unit is Weber here also. Unit is Weber here also. N तो constant है. N is constant, so unit remains same. But psi is equals to n into phi. N into phi. Total flux linkage. See? And what is phi? Phi is the flux through each turn of the coil. Phi क्या है? Phi क्या है? It is the flux through each turn of the
coil.
Each turn of the coil. ठीक है? Each turn of the coil. So there is a difference between phi and psi. Phi is, once again I am letting you understand the thing. Phi is flux, and more explicitly it is flux through each turn of the coil. Now unit remains same, unit is Weber. Okay. Now what is psi? Then we have another thing that is known as psi. The psi is equal to total flux linkage. Total flux linkage. Now this is equal to n number of turns of the coil into flux through each turn of the coil, and of course the unit remains same, Weber. So this is the difference between psi and phi. So the relation established finally is psi is equal to n into phi. This relation is established. Okay? Now we come to our formula which we have written. कितना मिनट है और बच गया है क्लास का?
हो गया
1 minute.
अच्छा,
हो गया
तो
सर।
दिस इज द फार्मूला. ठीक है, दिस इज द फार्मूला psi. बस इसको नोट करते जाओ. नाउ V इज इक्वल टू IR प्लस, नाउ P ऑपरेटर इज नथिंग बट इट इज D अपॉन DT. नाउ psi इज n into phi. ठीक, so V becomes IR plus n d phi upon dt. क्लियर है ये? है ना? This one, it is clear to you all or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, this again V in electrical circuit we have so far studied that V is equals to IR plus L di upon dt. पढ़े थे ना हम लोग? ये भी तो सही है. Second one is also correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now after comparing 1 and 2, हमको क्या मिलेगा? What we will get? After comparing 1 and 2, we will get comparing 1 and 2, we will get, and this phi upon dt is equal to L di upon dt. L di upon dt. Now again, can we relate flux with MMF or not? अभी हमने आपको क्या बताया था? अभी हमने आपको बताया previously that flux is equal to MMF upon reluctance, था ना? या नहीं था? हेलो, Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now flux is equals to N Ni upon reluctance. So this is your third. Now put that third into this equation. So it will become N. Now phi की जगह we have to write. Phi की जगह we will write Ni upon reluctance is equals to L di upon dt. ठीक? Now the second further it will be, किसी का माइक ऑन है, बंद कर लो. Further it will be equal to, you see that when you will compare it will become n square di upon dt, n square di upon dt upon reluctance, and it will be L di upon dt. L di upon dt. यहाँ से देख लो, this has moved here. ठीक, this has moved to here. n square बाहर निकल गया, di upon dt रह गया, because n square is constant, RL is constant, so di upon dt. So the L, which is known as, L को क्या कहते हैं हम? L is known as self inductance. It is equals to n square upon reluctance. Provided क्या रहेगा हमारा? Provided क्या रहेगा? Provided see, the reluctance को हमने यहाँ कांस्टेंट माना है. अगर रिलक्टेंस वेरिएबल होता तो di upon reluctance dt होता. इसको कांस्टेंट माना है. This is established only when the magnetic circuit is linear. So for linear magnetic circuit, self reluctance is equal to, self reluctance of the coil is equal to n square upon RL. Self reluctance of the coil is equal to n square upon RL. n square upon RL. देखो यहाँ पर जब हम थे इस कोर पे which was energized or magnetized by this current carrying coil, then the self reluctance of this coil, L of this coil, is equals to n square upon RL. n square upon RL. ठीक है? self reluctance, self inductance of the coil is n square upon RL. ठीक है? Now we will move to our next lecture, that will be electromagnetic torque production and magnetic energy stored in this current carrying conductor or coil. ठीक है? Thank you guys for listening me patiently. Thank you. Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir.
ये समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक, okay guys.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.